gets to see the cats.
What's that, firecracker? What's that, pumpkin? Birdie's been spotted is. Welcome back, Mangler3. Here. I have a firecracker in my chair, so I'm going to take him out of his chair at the last possible moment right before the stream. Sounded like the game's already loaded, so I will flip over to that in a moment. Let me take out the firecracker. Hello, the firecracker. Oh, he was purring like crazy. This is my spot. Hello. Where? Meow? What was that? What'd you say, firecracker? Say again? Meow? What if I make an owl noise? Woohoo! 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 Caw! 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 Now he's talking. He's exciting. He said, I want to get see the birdie. You want the chicken? Do you like the chicken? Yeah. He's purring like crazy. Sometimes he stays there, sometimes he doesn't. We'll see how much he likes it there. And I probably should switch over to the game since I'm looking at it on the screen. Okay, so we were in the middle of, we just beat Sam before the power went out, and we were talking to Black Swan. I also saw this red exit. I wonder if we can go here. We're still in the middle of talking to her, but I'm gonna check and see if we can go there first. Alright, so we can go, I'm just using my daily rewards here. Daily stuff in this game is so quick. You just click, 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 all done. Upgrade a relic, pick one, enhance it. Okay, then we're back. And I was going to check out this red area, see if it can go there or not. Okay, it looks like yes. Although I go there and nothing happens. Did I just crash it again? Did it crash? It's not reacting. I think I crashed the game. Adventuring isn't here. You know that, and so does he. You can also choose to turn around and find out what the facts are directly from his mouth, but if you insist on going forward, that signals a rejection. Leave directly. After careful consideration, you declined Adventuring's invitation. This time, he simply watches as you depart from the memory zone without asking you to stay. Ooh, did I break the game? Returning to reality, you reunite with your companions. After a thorough discussion, the crew decides to assist Penacony, leading to the revelation of a conspiracy orchestrated by the IPC. We found the truth. With the expulsion of all ill-intentioned visitors, the Charmony Festival proceeds smoothly as honored guests you partake in the joyous atmosphere filled with laughter, clinking glasses full of Soul Glad, and the exuberant singing and dancing of the crowd. May this moment last forever, and may we never awaken from this euphoric dream. Honkai Star Rail, hey, we beat it! Lead actor Mangler 3M. Starring question mark Firefly, Acheron, Black Swan, Adventure. So this is weird. In Donkey Kong Country, something like this happens sometimes. Starring question mark Sam, Misha, Gallagher, Sparkle is Sparkle. Special thanks Robin and Sunday. Script supervisor Ilio. And it goes back to the main screen. Wow. We beat it. I guess we finished. But we still had to talk to Black Swan. And we've only done like a tiny portion of all the quests. Weird. That was weird. Ever seen that happen before? Alright. I guess we're goofing around. Let's talk to her. Oh, investigate. Oh, looks like we found another birdie. Haley, how you doing? Guest of Dreamville. Fancy a sip of tea? Chirp. Spring water from this teacup is sweet and delicious. It's as good as the soda from Soda Boy. I'm bringing the tea for Lady Vermilion to try. Goodbye, Chirp. I'm doing just fine. Last stream I played this game, which was Friday, we beat Sam. I've been fighting Sam over and over and over again for several weeks. I finally beat him, and right after I beat him, my power went out in my house. Literally just cut. The whole stream died in the middle. And somebody was actually watching, so I was still chatting with them for a while afterwards. But power went out, and I decided to wait and continue until today. So we're now going to see what happened. I might have to refight him. I don't know. It doesn't look like it. It looks like we don't fight again. I assume you've probably beat this. I was talking to somebody else who said we just got to keep pushing through, but Sam was a pain in the butt, so...
My. You look like a small, injured animal. Are you still willing to talk?
And let me know if the volume's weird. Somebody in my last stream told me that the game was way too loud and they couldn't hear my voice, so I tweaked it a little bit, but I have no idea how it sounds now. I haven't checked it. Alright, so last time we said, you betrayed me. Can I trust... No, I said you betrayed me on the last time. Let's see, who do you think is the
I
master?
still believe that Miss Firefly's situation is deeply connected with the Stellaron Hunter, just as we speculated. But, as you've heard, Aventurine has his finger
Well, the
pointed
subtitles
at
are in the
Galaxy
way.
Ranger.
Oh.
I can't fathom why he'd draw that conclusion, but given his access to the IPC's intelligence network, we should seriously consider his perspective. Moreover, I believe Miss Acheron is also hiding something.
But can you hear her voice, or
In fact,
am I
should say
way
she's
too loud?
hiding everything from us. It was an unexpected finding from an earlier encounter. With regards to the Annihilation Gang, I can also prove that what Aventurine said was the truth. That's why, during this golden soiree, she
Okay,
is the
good.
dance's centerpiece.
Thanks. Alright, are you willing to bring me out of this memory zone? Let's see if we can get out of here, because I can't do any other quests until I get out of here. I've been stuck here for days.
I know you're confused, and sad.
And Firefly's dead.
Whoever that girl might have been. A living soul. A memory that was meant to last. She simply vanished. Like the dissolution of bubbles in water. Disappearing in an instant. No matter what, I hope you can trust Aventurine. Or rather, trust me and see the truth with your own eyes. This can lead us deeper into the secrets behind Benaconi. I will protect you. Once I gather more information from him, I'll make sure you're safely returned to your companions. For the truth, and to prevent more unnecessary sacrifices. It is the right
Everyone
choice.
involved other than the Astral Express has their own agenda in this, and it's so interesting. Yeah, definitely. It's definitely weird how everyone's got their own version of what they want to be the truth versus what actually is the truth. It's like we're faking it. You're right, let's go. How do I know you're not trying to frame me? That's actually what I was
Perhaps
thinking.
he plans on doing so, but I won't. The Garden of Recollection has eyes everywhere. If he wants to hurt you, he'll have to fight against the Memo Keepers. I've warned him about that. Later, I'll stay by your side as a mimetic.
This is
entity.
definitely way more complicated than Genshin Impact.
Time to set off.
Alright, we made it through that scene. Is this gonna be another fight? Is Sam dead for real?
Go and meet Aventurine, or I could still choose not to help.
Ah, so they wanted us to go back to that red exit thing that we did. Alright.
Excellent. I knew you would come. By the way, about that memo keeper. Never mind. I won't press the issue further. I've said before you can liaise with your companions, or even twist the narrative against me. I'll wholeheartedly embrace it.
Did you get Sparkle, Haley?
Signifies your potential. I don't do deals where I'm on the losing end. So, my friends,
I think she goes really good with
me down.
Don Hung.
Please, this way,
I
if you will.
got Sparkle on my other account on my phone. The one that has Don Hung.
Oh, right. I remember mentioning something after that. What was it again? A familiar hallway, a familiar room. Do you remember? Last time we met was right here.
Yeah, my bedroom.
This is it. Just beyond this.
If I don't get her, I'm alright with that. There's more characters coming in the next patch and the next one that I need. Are you gonna Acheron? A lot of people are like turning down Sparkle for Acheron.
Oh, I remember.
So many good quantum
My
characters.
friend. After that, we played an enjoyable game. Tell me, doesn't this feel eerily familiar? I remember everything now. This was what I told you at that time. Look, friend. The game has already begun.
Video time.
Allow me to make you an offer. One you can't refuse.
There's Firefly.
No reason to choose otherwise.
Is she breathing?
And no other choices.
One Acheron. To be continued. One Acheron, but not too much. However, I'll still pull for her. I was mostly looking for Fushan and Aventurine since I do need supports. I have enough DPS. Yeah, I believe it. Haley's my favorite person to use their character when they have one of those borrow a character from a friend. I use Don Hung and it's like game over. That was Robin, by the way. Sunday's sister. Oh, not Firefly. That's true. That was Robin. It's fine, don't worry. I wonder why the sound's not working. It's fine? This is not good. You're the pride of the family. Don't let those unnecessary emotions affect your perfect pitch. This is not good. You're the pride of the family. Don't let those unnecessary emotions affect your perfect pitch. I know. Brother, you seem to be in low spirit. What's happened? Is it because of the watchmaker's guest list? Yes, I received the report that death had taken some time. Some of them, perhaps someone was behind it. I'm sorry. I forgot you just came back. You probably wouldn't know about it. Somehow, a nightmare called death has descended upon Penacony, striking indiscriminately, bringing spiritual death to all equally. In the utopian dreamscape envisioned by the family, such sorrowful incidents shouldn't arise. It profoundly undermines the equilibrium and serenity of the dream space. How detestable. I can't believe this has happened. Was someone killed again? Again? Yes, there were two. One was a stowaway, the other... was you. That's enough, fool. Your deeds have saddened me. Pretty sharp, aren't you, chicken wing boy? Oh, Sparkle pretends to be other people. The Odes of Harmony talks about honesty. The words of a fool begins with foolishness and end in treacherous arrogance. Please leave. Their dreamscape doesn't welcome you. Oh, come on, lighten up. Why so serious with all the quotations and references? I'm just curious. Now things have come to this, is the family still unwilling to fight? I mean, your darling sister's already a goner, right? Really? Don't tell me you're not craving a little vengeance. It's not time yet. When the fated day arrives, I shall mete out justice with unyielding righteousness. Wow, you can endure that much? Truly a heart of ice you've got there. Hey, maybe we could actually get along. How about this? I'll stand in for your dear sister at events. Surely you don't want the world to hear the Charmony festivals being called off. Then called off. Family has a plan, and do not dishonor my dear sister with your deceitful tongue again, fool. Alright, just putting it out there. If you're ever in a pinch, remember I've got your back. I mean, who could resist a guy rocking spikes on his wings? There's no need. The malefactor has been exposed under their radiant gaze and will soon fall by their own machinations. Should the transgressor fail to turn away from their path, their sword will be honed, their bow strung, causing the malevolence the perpetrator spreads to befall them. When that time comes, the heathen will realize they are but a mere mortal, doomed to descend into the netherworld. and I will join the vanguard to announce the good news to you personally, Watchmaker. Good news is funeral. It's like the Watchmaker's the big bad boss, and then these guys are his. We finished Whodunit. Alright. Interlude. Hey, we've seen this before. Destiny's Threads for Woven. Hello, Mr. Mango 3M. Someone who just donated a dream bubble to our store. After conducting psychometric spectral analysis on it, I suspect you should be interested in the contents of the dream bubble. Who donated it to you? I have no idea. The donor is an elegant lady by the name Black Swan. If you have the time, we would love to have you anytime. Okay. So we opened up a brand new quest called Masquerade Duet, the interpretation of dreams. And we also have Dreamjolt TV. The TV one I think expires. Hey, level 50, sweet. More handbook passes. Let's see if we have enough to do this. No, not even close. Oh, we do have stellar warps. Let's try some of these. Who could we get? Purple. Sampo again. Ooh, we got a card. Memories of the past. Purple again. As usual. Ooh, we got you. I didn't know we could get you again. Thought we already got all of them for Hurdle. I thought we had all 6 for Hurdle. Ah, we got number 6. No one can betray me. After using ultimate, attack increases by 25%. Not bad.
Divine inspiration? It's only several thousand ideas racing through my mind every minute.
Still haven't leveled her up. Don't plan to. Alright, so we've got this one, Food Fest. Well, I'm not going to I'll do that one off screen. Now when you just stop by and drop off food. This one, Dreamjolt TV. I'm just going to start it. I won't continue if it's long. We'll do the story quest that we just got unlocked.
I like this coat.
Oh, I guess we're at the food thing.
Hold a vision.
Countless great stand-up comics. It's delicious. It's like bubbles are dancing on my tongue. A soda that's both pitch dark, Hook, the Great, and Daddy Like.
I hold a vision.
Here's to you as well, my friend. Mr. Herring's has the most amusing tale. Something. This is the most popular creative dish after the Great Neem Expedition, and one that quintessentially represents the spirit of Penacony the most. Mr. Herring swims in a sea of red caviar and lemon sauce, greeting every guest in Dreamscape with a hearty, "Cheers, my friend, remember to savor the moment." And we're thankful that the head chef ultimately turned into a dessert and not the main course. Honestly, you wouldn't want an actual herring in your lemon tart. its eyes. It keeps staring at me. Gross. Look here, fam. I'm gonna eat desserts upside down.
I need to practice it a few times more.
Alright, so we're caught up. Absorb emotions. I've heard there are people who deceive others in the dreamscape by deliberately using fake names, fake appearances, even faking their race and gender. I put my trust in you, so don't you lie to me. Of course I won't. Even though we've only known each other for less than a week, you've always been my best friend. How could I ever lie to you? Thank you, you are so kind. I get happy. What do these gears do? I think they solve puzzles and stuff. Ooh, speaking of puzzles. Couldn't resist. Oh, I can connect. That one took a while. Yeah. I don't know. Okay. Grab a bottle of Soul Glad. Make your dreams a blast. Wait, no. I'm not live on stream right now. Aren't you from that show on TV? Dude, don't be so loud. It'd be a real shame if other people find out. Shh. Why don't you want to be found? Talk to the trash can behind you. Okay, I will. Ahem, my name's Amma. I'm a news anchor from the family. If you keep an eye out for the roadside billiards, you ought to have come across a few of my shows. Technically, I'm currently clocked in, but I don't have anything to do, so I sneaked out for a stroll. Don't rat me out. Alright, I'm gonna do the other thing you told me to do it all. There you go, let's do it. Alright. Talking to the trash can. Hello, trash can. Oh, there you go. Wait,
We can use it.
that sounds so pretty. Okay. Ooh, gotta get emotions. Nightmares. Want to know the truth? Excited. Every time I watch one, I'm going to civilize this thing. Okay, so this trash can you want to make up. It's like opening a loot box. You never know how the tenant inside is feeling when you open the trash can. Determine the trash can dreamscape has feelings. It makes you wonder, how are we different from mere trash? Trash can dreamscape, other than the usual trash can location for people's discarded by emotions. Determine that even trash in the dreamscape has feelings. It makes you wonder, how are we different from mere trash? Alright, it's not saying it. Let's try this one. Lordly trash can. Alfalfa bucket of fortune. Alfalfa credits. No one could resist alfalfa credits. I want them. I want them. What should I do to get rich? Give me the answer. Stay dedicated to your job and work hard. Invent, create, and earn royalties and patents. Wait for a windfall. It's a trash can. He's not going to do the first two. That sounds simple enough. Doesn't require any effort. I like it. Looks like this trash can is neither smart nor diligent, a rare quality among trash cans. Well, what's the easiest way to get a windfall? Butter up the rich, rummage through other trash cans, do nothing. Gotta go do nothing. Isn't it what I've been doing? Wonderful. Seems like I'm already on the right path to wealth. I'm getting back to my idle life. Cool. That's pretty good. The other trash can.
Oh, it's the news.
Okay, did you want something? Oh, I didn't expect to be the special guest the director mentioned. I'm Uma, a news anchor from the family. Oh, we've met somebody from the family. Pentacone's TV has been caught in a bind lately, so the director came to see if he asked for a special guest. I didn't expect it to be you. Do I have to appear on the show? No, I'm sorry, but that's not the kind of help we need. Also, live broadcasting is currently unavailable due to transmission signal interruption. Haven't you noticed we've been playing recorded footage on a loop on the roadside billboards? Have you noticed the roadside billboards? The technicians from the family have pulled out all the stops to fix the signal issue, but a handful of screens are still yet to be restored. To put it simply, Pentaconing TV's signal has been hijacked by an unknown organization. They call themselves the Dreamjolt TV and have aired several TV programs. They threaten to expose the family's scandals and debunk the illusions fabricated by Pentaconing TV. In reality, the content they've shown so far has been nothing but disgusting crap. The director said you were explicitly talented. We need your help nabbing the culprit who's hijacked the station signal and restoring the network to normal. What do I need to do? Don't worry, the thing is simple. We've located several terminals with anomalous signals. Now we need someone skilled to visit those spots to remove the signals manually. After fixing the signals from these terminals, you'll be able to find the real mastermind behind the incident. Of course, we'll also entrust you with the final step. Sounds like something that can be done in a jiffy. I admire your confidence. By the way, we noticed something interesting from the intel sent by the family. When you're fighting with them, you can focus on their weakness to gain more audience ratings. This will give you an edge in the battles. The event director thought you might not need the tip since you are so well trained. But I'd suggest that you give it a try. I can probably make things easier for you. Well, we're counting on you to rescue this station, sir. 5 TV screens have been hacked. Locate them, fight the culprits to foil. All enemies hacking have their own mutation mechanics. There's a trash bag right there. Exploit the mutation mechanics. Get more potent stage buffs. Makes you stronger. Okay. Alright, we'll try the first one. We'll do the first one on stream and the rest we'll do off stream. Because fighting things are kind of boring. Usually. Especially that Yvonne Deer thing. That's right where our last fight was. This is where Sam used to be. because we fought him 100 times. Investigates. There is a close-up of a bin liner on the screen. You rub your eyes, wondering if this might be an advertisement for outdoor trash cans. The camera keeps switching back and forth between a small bag of timid trash and another bag that is golden in color. You can't help being drawn to the dazzling appearance, but you make a conscious effort to control the emerging temptation. You decide to switch the channel manually. You try switching the channel to play the pre-recorded show done by Uma and her colleagues. The screen flickers for a while, but the channel you want still doesn't come on. Hey, where's that golden bag of trash? Why don't they show it anymore, you wonder? I grew up eating these. I'm all natural and organic. The affected voice emphasizes organic and ends every word with an odd hissing sound that makes you feel sick. Then a bizarre, muscular figure shows up on the screen. He introduces himself as Bagtrashian, the head of the Trashian family. He's also the protagonist of Keeping Up with the Bagtrashians. Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Bagtrashians. A popular reality show on Dreamjolt TV. Grr, I don't have to go to the gym for this body. We're all born this way. You don't believe me? Stop bragging, it's clearly post-production special effects. This isn't my fault. If you don't believe me, come on and join the show. You'll be a star in this episode. Show them what you've got. Okay, so breaking weaknesses is what we need to do according to this. Breaking weaknesses is what they want. Breaking weaknesses, break effect. Alright. Oh. Weaknesses it shows are these. And then we can use a trial or we can use my own. My own's not very strong, so I'll definitely start with a trial. That's a support one, so. All supports. Break their weaknesses. Oh, he's got ice. Attacks of any type can implant their weaknesses according to. Oh, now you tell me. I could have used anyone. Inflict weakness break. Okay, so if you get weakness on this guy, the rest of them will be weak. Breaking it increases the stage buff. So we just basically use weakness on him, and since we're all quantum, so it should be quick. Do the best we can as fast as possible.
There's more to life. You can't hurt me.
Yeah,
You
success.
took the bait. Time for fun. This combat needs. This is double speed.
Should we use supports or just go for the attack? I think we should.
No one misses the Marstruck. You could have surrendered. By the order of the Ten Lords, execute
Bye-bye.
Marstruck! You took the bait. Time for fun. Some value, I suppose. Every petal in life's garden. All will be swept away by the wind. No one misses the Marstruck.
Ooh, he's getting stronger.
Stay away. Time for fun. This combat needs optimizing. This is is double
Just
speed.
focus on breaking the weaknesses in this stage. It makes you stronger in the
Grace
final
and
level.
elegance.
Your rank is 15 plus. You're good.
Specimen sighted. You could have surrendered. No illness is the Marstruck. Commencing research. It's time. By the order of the execute the Marstruck. You
15
took
plus.
bait.
How about 6? It's almost 6.
There's more to life. No illness is the Marstruck. Every petal in life's all will be swept away by the wind. Specimen sighted.
Well, I guess just hope it's enough.
Do you admit this crime?
I'll probably fail miserably. 7. We're going.
You took the bait.
Here's another one.
This combat needs optimized. This is double speed.
All on you. You're gonna heal this
Trouble
now.
far away. So this is the warmth of life.
I could support them all to get them ready for the final boss.
Eternal.
Because I wasn't gonna finish it off. More enemies get you more points.
Commencing research. No illness is the Marstruck. By the order of the execute the Marstruck. No illness is the Marstruck.
It doesn't increase my range.
Some value, I suppose.
Move forward. I think so.
Existence is unity. Can I have fun this time? This combat needs up. This is double speed. No illness is the Marstruck. There's more to life.
Oh no, it's the deer. Deer is bad.
It's time. Specimen sighted.
Right here.
You took the bait. Some value, I think. Every petal and all will be swept away by the wind. By the order of the execute the Marstruck!
And the deer goes down. Hey, we hit 40,000. We beat it.
Do you admit this crime? This combat needs optimum. This is double speed. You took the bait. Some value, I suppose. It's time. More enemy. 60,000.
60,000. Alright. We're nailing it.
The world devoured by ice.
Oh, she's got 3 rounds.
Can I have fun this time for fun? This combat needs optima. This is double speed.
Fire shield.
No illness with the Marstruck.
Grace and elegance. Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
No Bronya with you? Yeah, sweet. Oh, there's Bronya. Just talking about you.
Time for fun.
You are doomed to fail.
Hey,
Freeze to
trash
death.
can. Come on, trash can. I need to blow you up.
You can't hurt me. Formation.
By the order of the Ten, will execute the Marstruck!
These aren't even my characters.
No illness with the Marstruck. Commencing research.
Oh, I don't know.
Time for fun.
Let me bestow
80,000.
upon you despair.
Oh, now she's mad.
The world devoured by ice.
Stop right there. This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed. Now or never.
Feel the fruit.
I think something hit me.
Witness the avalanche.
Uh-oh. I'm too slow.
To travel
Oh no,
far.
I'm not too slow.
So this is the warmth of life.
Okay, ice. Yeah, none of you guys are weak against ice, so... 80,000. New record. Did I get all the rewards? They made the first one easy, I'm sure. Oh yeah, I did get all the rewards. Sweet. Alright, like I said, we're not going to do all of them right now. We'll do those off stream because fighting is just kind of boring. Alright, so what was that story we just opened up? This one, Masquerade Duet. Speak with Dr. Edward. That's the eyeball we have. Okay.
Oh, is that a stain? I like this coat.
It is the eyeball.
Trailblazers from the Astral Express. Welcome to the Dreamscape Sheds.
This audio is terrible. Alright. Is that usually how you welcome customers? Good time, old big eye. Good time no see, old big eye.
Long time no see. I've already made the necessary preparation. Be careful. We did pass the safety inspection stipulated by Article 027. First, Article 076.
Blah blah blah. Okay.
Will feature unfiltered and unpolished fresh meat. You will make for a very vivid experience. Veteran game. Call this type of dream a thrill dream. If you're into that kind of thing. If you feel any discomfort, please leave the dream together immediately and seek professional help.
Will do.
Doctor, I just so happen to be an excellent doctor. Psychiatric. Let us begin. Please, close your eyes and rest your forehead on the dream.
Touch the Dreamjolt.
Mentioned something before she left.
The nature of this memory is special. Don't ruin the dreamscape experience for anyone else by spoiling the ending.
Black Swan's Dream Bubble. Get to fight against Trash Can. What if it's a similar fight to what we just did? They recommend wind and attack. I'll take you. We go with attack or safety protection. Let's go with power. Make the battles not last forever.
In my estimation, there's no question about it. This is murder.
Murder. Such a foreign word to us. The people of Penacony could never come to any harm while under the watchful protection of the family. In a dream, even if you're bashed 1,000 times with a hammer, at worst you'll still wake up in reality in a hotel.
Not necessarily. Even if the result does not constitute harm, the criminal intent is clear enough. You specifically came here to cordon off the scene because of the unsavory nature of this case, right?
You're not wrong. Even if there are no casualties, being smashed over the head with a hammer in the middle of the street for no reason at all. This is not the kind of thing that happens on Penacony. You are guests at the Oak family, so you may investigate the crime scene. I'll be on standby over here.
One of those TVs to help me shrink into a tiny little
Are you a witch? Just how did you manage to convince them in the blink of an eye that we're some kind of detectives?
Tell the truth, offer no explanation.
Just some suggestions at the memory level. If something happens in everybody's memory, then that something becomes a fact. Rather than hearing endless explanations, would you like to experience it for yourself?
No! Hey, you can save that for the enemy.
Then on to the next order of business. Let's discuss your companion, shall we?
Memory keeper of the Garden of Recollection. I've been watching you for quite some time. You stole a glance at me when you first entered the hotel. You followed me wherever I went inside the dreamscape. In the windows along the commercial street. In the pond water reflections of the Ideal Park. Even in the reflections of the wine glass. Everywhere. My dear, do you have a crush on me? Well then, seeing as you're so interested in me, let's play a little game. I left a puzzle for you near OT Mall. Solve it and prove that you're capable of pleasing me. If you can solve it, then we can talk. Don't leave
I'm so slow at those.
right here. Before Penacony gets flipped upside down, try to find me, catch me, and stop me.
There's actually more than one memo keeper who's come to Penacony. She's mixed me up with someone else. But no harm, no foul. The address that the mask gave you was right here. But you never would have thought that when Miss Sparkle mentioned a game, she was talking about wanton slaughter on the streets of Penacony. Such a direct act of provocation is enough to get my competitive side worked up too.
Madam, forgive me. I had no idea about anything she said. As you saw, I went through a brain scan and everything. I'm just a friend, helping her deliver a letter. That's all. I never knew this was actually a declaration of warfare. They say you shouldn't kill the messenger. So, maybe you can just, let me go. You all are the big shots here. I'm really not on your level.
What a frightened look you have. Don't worry. Since this has nothing to do with you, I won't be suspecting you of anything. Why don't you come take a stroll with me?
Seems like I can't escape being an assistant detective. Fine. It's all fine. No big deal.
If there's anything you'd like to know, please ask away.
Who was the victim?
An IPC employee named Shamari. Eyewitnesses reported that a tall, strong man wearing a large robe with long sleeves walked right past Shamari and suddenly assaulted him with a hammer. Shamari collapsed on the spot and woke up from the dream. The murderer vanished in a flash.
Ooh, that sounds just like Sparkle. Her best asset is transforming her appearance to look like someone else.
Regarding the Sweet Dreams troop present at the scene of the crime,
Who are those two little guys?
Seems like the assailants stole the troop from elsewhere and deliberately placed them here. Nerve. They don't even have the slightest consideration for public order. Those two have clammed up. I wonder if you two could help pry open their mouths.
Looks like a puzzle that Sparkle has left behind for you.
regarding evidence at the scene of the crime,
Leads yet?
This is a developing case, so there aren't
I'm gonna hang out now, Mingo. See ya. See ya, Haley. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the help. I appreciate it.
Victim's ID. They didn't
Have a
even
great
take
week.
the weapon with them. Sounds like they're trying to provoke us. Despicable.
Can we summon the victim?
Where's Mr. Shamari right now? I'd like to meet him.
I'm afraid you can't. The Oaks came forward and calmed him down. Mr. Shamari expressed that he understands the unpredictable nature of dreams, and went on to vacation in another dreamscape. Best not to bother him. Guest experiences always have to come first.
Oh, I'm afraid by the time we find him, half of Penacony will have been sent back to reality by Sparkle.
Looks like we'll have to play this little game of sparkles then.
Okay, so there's this here. I wonder if this has something to do with it. Well, it told us to go here for the constable and the bailiff. First.
Lady Blackstone, you're here! I'm the constable, and this here assisting me is the bailiff for this case. Mr. Coldfeet, what did you do?
So they can talk after all. Miss Black Swan, they're heading straight for you.
Don't interrupt, I wasn't talking to you. And I understand Lady Black Swan has quite the intellect. I'm sure you'll be able to get to the bottom of this Sparkle murder case.
The Sparkle murder case? Wasn't the victim Shamari from the IPC?
Wrong, Lady Black Swan. The victim is evidently none other than the matriarch of the Goldhammer family, Miss Sparkle Goldhammer.
Oh, I guess Miss Sparkle has written herself into the skit here, and this has nothing to do with the actual case. Goldhammer? Is that her real surname?
Never heard of it. Sounds made up. Sparkle doesn't sound like a real name either.
Miss Sparkle was supposed to receive 3 valiant warriors at the Goldhammer residence today, but upon their arrival, all they found was her body. Miss Sparkle had been smashed over the head by a hammer and died on the spot. Such a brutal act of violence. My investigations discovered that the 3 warriors were supposed to escort supplies back to their territory the day before, but they were unexpectedly ambushed by the Annihilation Gang. They narrowly escaped and barely got away with their lives, finding their supplies almost completely raided. So they all shared a motive for killing Miss Sparkle, to escape punishment.
So the 3 of them teamed up to kill her.
Is the case closed?
No, there can only be one murderer. It's not the unsolved mystery if there are 3 murderers. Hang on, wait.
If you can't justify it, don't bother.
Got it! Those 3 were all lying against each other to be numbered. They couldn't have cooperated on anything. So it must have been one of them acting alone.
That actually doesn't make much sense. Even if they were on bad terms, those 3...
Please begin your investigation, Lady Black Swan. There are lots of clues at the crime scene that are sure to help you apprehend the real culprits. I've got the case file right here. If you want to learn more about the suspects, talk to me. Lady Black Swan, allow me to introduce the 3 suspects to you. Lefton, Zhongshan, and Bright. Lefton is one of Miss Sparkle's chief lieutenants, whose right hand was unfortunately severed while he was valiantly fighting off the Annihilation Gang. He's now learning how to write and hold a fork with his left hand. How tough that must be. Then there's Zhongshan. This guy's a coward who ran away as soon as a group spotted some bandits along the road. He ended up smashing into the side of a cliff and getting his face disfigured. It's a real shame, as he used to be one of the rare handsome men left around town. Last of all comes Wright. This guy was so insatiably greedy that he still came back to try and embezzle the rest of the supplies after they narrowly escaped with their lives, lying about how the gang had taken off with everything. Lefton and Zhongshan were so incensed that they broke his legs.
Hang on, I'm confused here. Left on? Right? Is this some kind of joke?
What? Where did you get that idea from? Do you need me to go over it all again?
That won't be necessary.
That won't be necessary. I've memorized every detail.
No wonder you're a memo keeper.
Investigate the evidence at the crime scene.
Look, an ID card. Talent Motivation Department, Shamari. Is this the victims?
Mr. Shamari's belongings should have disappeared alongside him as he woke from the dreamscape. The fact that this ID is here means Miss Sparkle placed it here on purpose to prove that she definitely attacked someone.
Holy moly! This hammer is super heavy! This must be the murder weapon for the Sparkle murder case!
Miss Sparkle also used it to attack Mr. Shamari.
I'm barely able to lift this using both hands! I have no idea how Sparkle could ever use this to hit a target! Is that all the evidence? How are we meant to
solve this with so little to go on. Oh, you scared me! When did you pop out?
The two pieces of evidence
You look
that
like the
were
guy-
found
sounds like the guy in
are
Scooby-Doo.
related to Shamari. Miss Sparkle didn't leave them lying around for no reason. They're clues to the puzzle. But there are still some other clues that were placed in other areas, so they won't spoil the crime scene.
Isn't that a bit unnecessary?
No. It's disruptive to have a stack of irrelevant things crowding the crime scene. Miss Sparkle is a law-abiding citizen who'd never bring extra trouble to the family.
Seems quite nice of her, if you ask me.
Looks like Miss Sparkle is adding a little spice to the investigation. Let's take her up on her offer then. Mr. Assistant Detective, this way.
Thought we'd have to work.
What's this little device here for? Could you please let me know? It looks like a little button.
Don't push it, Lady Blackstone. Whatever you do, don't push it! That's the mutually assured destruction button that Miss Sparkle installed. Once pushed, Miss Sparkle and the entirety of Pinacone will instantaneously go up in smoke! Miss Sparkle also has her own button. The second she pushes it, you and the entirety of Pinacone will instantaneously go up in smoke!
Yeah, right.
That sounds like both buttons can do the exact same thing.
Correct! Exactly the same.
Oh,
Aren't you going to ask me why?
okay. Why?
Because she is fair.
This is nuts!
Look who's there. You recognize him.
What's this? A plush toy?
Regardless of why it's designed to look
It's a
like the
conductor.
conductor aboard the Astral Express, this doll, is it connected to the case?
Have you ever heard of something called a red herring in detective stories? It's a fake clue that leads you down the wrong path.
I see. But when it's so obvious, doesn't that defeat the purpose?
That's just in case you didn't realize the ingenuity of Miss Sparkle and were worried about her throwing out a random, useless clue.
I see. Thank you for your keen insight. Let's pretend we were misled by a red herring. This stall, could it be connected to the case?
You don't have to play along that hard, you know.
Wow, they sure make it easy.
This notice seems like a hint for us from Miss Sparkle.
To prevent criminals from hurting our great and lovely Miss Sparkle, the Goldhammer residents shall abide the following regulations from today onwards. All retainers and visitors must enter and exit the Golden Hammer residence using the facial recognition system. Those who cannot pass through the facial recognition system will be killed on the spot. These regulations are in effect indefinitely.
That sounded like a story from ancient times. And why did the facial recognition system suddenly go out?
This is so her style, isn't it? Doesn't look like there are any more clues. Let's head back to the crime scene.
Oof.
Next, should we pin down the identity of the perpetrator? This evidence, I've been staring at it all day, but there's nothing that can identify the perp. Lefton, that guy lost his hand. Remember Zhongshan's face was disfigured after the incident at the cliff? Right? I remember this one best. Right has a broken leg.
Why don't we flip the question and start by asking who couldn't be the murderer? After all, there are only 3 suspects, so elimination could be a valid method.
If you put it like that, then do you already have someone in mind? Tell me, come on. So, who exactly is the murderer? Remember Zhongshan's face was disfigured after the incident at the cliff?
If his face was disfigured, then this would have not been able to get through the facial recognition system.
He was seriously injured and was all wrapped up in bandages to keep his good looks safe. If that's the case, then he couldn't have made it through the Goldhammer residence's facial recognition system. That would suggest that Zhongshan is not the murderer.
About Lefton.
So, who exactly is the murderer? Lefton? That guy lost his hand.
Hammer would not have been able to be welled by somebody without a hand.
Based on the bailiff's statement, Lefton's dominant hand was seriously injured to the point where he had to learn how to live using only his left hand. Swinging that giant sledgehammer to murder someone, that must be hard for him. Probably impossible. Lefton's suspicion level can be downgraded.
By process of elimination, it seems that only Wright could be the murderer. That was easy. Let's tell the constable our answer and see what he thinks.
Please begin your investigation, Mr. Swan. There are lots of clues at the crime scene that are sure to help you apprehend the real culprit.
The murderer is right.
You have answered correctly! As expected, you didn't disappoint, Lady Black Swan. Game will stipulate I must tell you what the next puzzle is.
Huh? The next puzzle? I didn't sign up for this.
Look
looks like the key to winning lies not in the puzzle itself, but in the motives behind Miss Sparkle's strange behavior. I'm afraid this chase may just go on forever.
I have to remind you that Sparkle is a masked fool? Do you plan on finding logic in the mind of a masked fool?
That's exactly what I plan on doing. Even if it's just subjective, there must be an overall principle behind the behavior. Memories cannot lie, and hers may just understand more about her than she does herself. Right now, let's follow her train of thought and head to the next puzzle. I hope this time we can get ahead of the Bloodhound family. I want to try and avoid using my Memo Keeper powers.
So why are you so focused on Sparkle's challenge? Or should I ask, are you more focused on Sparkle herself?
I told you, it's purely out of a spirit of competitiveness. And, as a Memo Keeper, I also have to fulfill my responsibilities and harvest some interesting memories.
Hurry to the scene of her upcoming film. Monsters right there.
Whoa, this place is a complete mess. And those two weirdos are probably here too.
There's nobody else at the scene. Seems like Miss Sparkle used the same method to send dreamers back to reality. Let's talk to those two there then.
Oh, Detective Black Swan and Detective Sampo! You finally made it! We don't know what we'd do without your help.
Why are you talking like that? Is this some sort of artistic performance that young people are into these days?
Is there something wrong with the way we are talking? Deputy Sheriff, am I talking in a strange way?
A high-pitched voice.
Oh, of course not, Sheriff. The way you talk is no stranger than the cat that climbs the apple tree in my grandma's backyard.
Huh. The skit this time is a
Cat climbing an apple tree? Good luck with that. Apple trees are thin.
Case then. The victim is a galactic business magnate named Sparkle.
Her again? Sparkle really is obsessed with scripting her own death.
Oh, for the laughter. If you undercut me one more time, I swear I'm gonna kick you in the butt. Miss Sparkle came to the fashion store to buy herself a brand new tie. She didn't come back out. After a long time, the shopkeeper went in to see what was going on. Instead, discovered Miss Sparkle's body. She had been strangled to death.
With a tie?
There were 3 suspects on the scene, namely a Pepeshi shopkeeper named Rhett, a Foxian gambler named John Sham, and a wealthy Intellitron trader called Lefton.
Same 3 names. Wow.
our old friends.
It's not just to aid your memory. We've added more descriptions to help tell them apart. Miss Sparkle is so gracious. Based on surveillance footage, witness testimony, and various pieces of evidence, the killer is ultimately among these 3, and they were not working in cahoots.
You're too lazy to be a suspect, right?
Oh, for the laughter! If I talk anymore with you, it'll make my pure soul filthy! Detective Black Swan, the dossier's over here! You can learn more about the suspects from me. I trust you'll be able to cut through the hogwash and find out who Miss Sparkle's killer is. Let me introduce the identities of these suspects to you. It's very straightforward. First of all is the shopkeeper, right? He's one of the Pepeshi people and only stands as tall as Sparkle's waist, which is often a source of teasing for him. He can get pretty salty about it. Next up, you have the merchant Lefton. He wants to join up with the Penacony Trading Guild and is in direct competition with Miss Sparkle. That could be a motive for killing her. Finally, there was the gambler Zhongshan. He lost a bet to Miss Sparkle, and he had to hand over his family heirloom. It's possible he harbored a grudge against her. That's all the information we have. Do you need me to...
That won't be necessary. I remember it all.
Okay. Yeah, there's a trash can. This thing.
And there's the tie.
The strangle
That
weapon.
skip before said that the deceased was strangled. Is this
Not
tie
by
some kind
right,
of
'cause he's too
juke
short.
murder weapon?
Couldn't reach to do that.
The tag on the tie reads, only for Imperial Master Lefton. Seems like it's one of Miss Sparkle's personal belongings.
That's not how you use the word imperial.
There's an accounting book lying on the ground. It must have been specially placed there by Sparkle.
On the title
Trader
page is
guy.
written Chen Katong. Is that someone's name? A code name. Oh, I think it's the name of the owner of this book.
This Jiang Tong person should be Sparkle's targeted victim this time around.
She's gonna try to take down her rival.
So, it's just like the first case then. Only 2 pieces of evidence. The rest hidden inside her memories again, right?
Sparkle doesn't want to distract your investigation.
She doesn't want to distract our investigation? What a law-abiding citizen this Sparkle is. Why doesn't she surrender then? Normal. There are 2 small footprints drawn on it in crayon.
The footprints, which are half as big as standard, must belong to a Pepeshi person.
Perhaps it's just that this person's drawing skills are extraordinary. This clock is...
Open it up and take a look.
Who needs a mirror?
There's
Ring.
a ring inside. This is evidence too. Why was it planted inside another device?
Because this ring was found inside the victim's mouth. We want to reconstruct the scene of the crime.
in the victim's mouth.
Hey, there's something engraved inside the ring. Jongshan family heirloom. What's that smell? Why is there a smoked red herring there?
Mr. Sampo, take a look. This is a wonderful smoked red herring.
Somebody save me from this cringe joke.
Even among the fools I know, Miss Sparkle's sense of humor stands out from the rest.
Have you dealt with many masked fools before?
No, only a handful. After all, I prefer warm memories baked in sunshine. They're the ones that usually belong to kind people.
That should be it. Let's head out.
I have to thank you, Mr. Assistant Detective, but the puzzle this time is pretty strange.
Have you found out who the killer is?
Just some
Not the short
shallow
guy.
intuition. Anyway, let's report back to the sheriff for now.
Oh, for the laughter! Didn't think I'd be seeing Detective Black Swan so soon. Was that? You found out who the killer is?
Pretty much.
You live up to your reputation, Detective Black Swan. As smart as the nest of magpies roosting in the roof of my Uncle Frank's garage.
This guy is mixing up his birds here.
Then go ahead. Who is the killer, and what evidence do you have to prove the case?
Identify the murderer.
Good. Then let us appreciate your powers of deduction.
Not right.
Have you solved the case? Right as a Pepeshi citizen, and Miss Sparkle was a low-key bigot, always laughing at his height.
The tie, because he's not tall enough to do that.
This evidence doesn't really prove that he is the murderer.
It doesn't. Looks like Miss Sparkle is more careful than I thought.
Stool?
This stool is a piece of evidence, right?
That's right. That's the one. Miss Sparkle always teased poor Wright until he was unable to take it any longer. Eventually, murderous intent was born. Taking advantage of his position, he stole Lefton's tie and told Miss Sparkle, "Miss, please come with me to the changing room. I'd like to show you a matching tie." Miss Sparkle never thought Wright would retaliate against her, so she went back with them to the changing room. As Wright stood atop the stool and helped Miss Sparkle try on the tie as usual, he then suddenly pulled it tight. And that's how he killed Miss Sparkle. What a tragedy! If it weren't for your incisive detective work, the murderer would still be at large.
That was interesting.
Is something wrong here? This is too easy. The first case wasn't hard, but this one...
As you can imagine, the conclusions that the evidence points to are not mutually exclusive. Which means, this is probably another prank for Miss
That's what I
Sparkle.
was thinking.
Mr. Assistant Detective, please feel free to point out a suspect as the murderer.
Ah, I see. Sheriff, the murderer is Lefton. The evidence is the tie, right?
Correct, Detective Sampo. I never thought you'd be able to deduce the truth.
Sheriff, the murderer is right. The evidence is the stool, right?
Yes! For the laughter, how did I fail to realize this formidable intellect of yours?
Ted, right from the start, there was no murderer. The evidence is the ring. Whatever, I'm just spitballing here.
Goodness me! Deputy Sheriff, is he really a genius? How could such an unfathomable mystery be solved so easily by him?
Oh.
Look, Miss Sparkle has given us a puzzle where every single answer is correct.
Why take it so seriously? Miss Sparkle is a masked fool, not a masked genius. If it's a challenging puzzle you want, please go out there and turn right until you get to the Intelligentsia Guild. We're only responsible for providing an entertaining detective experience. Anyway, since our genius detective Black Swan has cracked the case, I will now share Miss Sparkle's next puzzle with you.
So that's it? This is just going to go on and on forever? We can't do that.
Then I wish you both the best. Oh yes, if you're not in a hurry, I can tell you the answers for some of the outcomes you never chose.
Just as you said, solving puzzles is all just a cover for something else. That girl is toying with us. What should we do now? Just keep getting led around by her?
Truly, Miss Sparkle is a fascinating person. She seems chaotic inside, but easy enough to understand. Like a performer on the stage or a child hungering for attention.
Miss Black Swan, Mr. Sappho, you're finally here. I am the famed detective of Penacony, and next to me here is my assistant detective. A murder in a locked room has left us all stumped.
As expected, another change in setting.
Yesterday, my assistant and I were visiting the famed artist Miss Sparkle, and we stayed the night. But this morning, Miss Sparkle didn't come out of her bedroom. The butler, Jean-Chen, said that the door was locked from inside, so we ought not to have disturbed her. But Miss Sparkle had never slept in so late. And no matter how hard we knocked, there was no answer from inside. As soon as I heard, I knew something must have happened. So I acted decisively and broke the door down to get inside. The room was covered in spattered blood. Miss Sparkle's body was lying right in the middle, her face white as snow. One look told me she'd been dead for some time. Thinking quickly, I grabbed the artist's canvas to staunch Miss Sparkle's blood, but alas, poor Miss Sparkle. She's left us now forever. Besides us and Jean-Chen, the butler, left and the cook, and Wright the driver were also at the scene of the crime. What would you like to do?
Presumably, Miss Sparkle is now carefully arranging the next crime scene, right? Why don't you skip all this rigmarole and just have a heart-to-heart conversation with me? It might tickle a little.
Wait up! Wait up!
Honest kid. I know where you are, Miss Sparkle.
No cheating!
Oh, Mr. Assistant Detective. You seem to be getting anxious.
No, it's... This locked room murder case is pretty fun. I want to guess who it was.
Let's go. Can't keep a girl waiting, can we?
Hey, Miss Black Swan, wait up, wait up! Miss Sparkle has one final message to announce. Ding-a-ling! Now comes the most exciting and romantic moment in any drama. The Audience Challenge. Everyone knows that the mighty masked fool Sparkle can change her appearance to look like others. And in this drama, the villain Sparkle has disguised herself as another character. So then, I put to you, which character is it? Also, if you're interested in the locked room case that the memo keeper ignored, you can try out your powers of deduction. I put lots into coming up with the puzzle, so don't let it go to waste. Thus, the masked genius Miss Sparkle has thrown down the gauntlet. All the clues are in motion. Happy hunting!
Miss, why didn't you just do this earlier?
Such a crude approach violates my aesthetics of memory. But as a means to an end, I need to put this aside for a more indifferent process.
Trash can. Big fight, probably.
There's no weird, sweet dreams troop. Nor is there evidence strewn all over the place.
Finally caught up with her.
What's that thing? A Bella Boggian trash can? In Penacony?
Hey! Dear Memo Keeper, Mr. Coldfeet, you made it! I didn't expect you to skip the final puzzle. That's on me. Alright. Miss Sparkle cares not for the faults of ants like me. Come then. This is the final question. Listen up. What creature has 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs in the afternoon, and 3 legs at night?
No murder case this time around?
Sometimes it's nice to take things easy. Come on, dear. Give me your answer then.
People. 4 legs because they're on a bed, 2 legs because they're standing up, and then in the evening 3 because...
Since it's a classic puzzle, the answer is people, right?
Wrong answer. How could it be as boring as that? The correct answer is Sparkle. When sleepy in the morning, she can't get out of bed. She runs about all afternoon in a cluster, so exhausted by evening, but has to still raise a hand to hold a toothbrush. Poor Sparkle.
That was one of the 4 options.
So naturally, 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs at night, and 3 legs at night.
What the heck was that jibber jabber?
What a cute answer.
Thanks for the compliment, my dear. But you can't try to fool me, seeing as you just tried to cheat. Wrong answer. Accept your punishment.
What do you want to know? Il Faithful!
Lend me your strength.
Destiny isn't chosen.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Hopefully this can reappear.
Time for a shot.
We went electric on the middle, so I'm glad.
Nap time. Stand still.
Il Faithful!
This isn't this.
Lost
You'll
one.
pay for this.
Getting stronger too.
Naughty child.
What do you want to know?
Ill tidings
Memories are ever-changing. Beneath the water lies an endless abyss!
Yeah.
Holy smokes! What's up with this guy? He just came out swinging from nowhere!
Huh? No voices? This guy's pretty quiet. Miss, let's hurry up. Flip open the lid and find the girl.
Wait. Don't move. Something's off.
Miss! You killed Sparkle!
Those are rose petals, not blood.
How is this possible? How can people die inside Penacony's dreamscape? In the Garden of Recollection. What did you do? You did this, didn't you? Killing people in their dreams. Only the Remembrance has the powers to do that. You planned it out all from the start because she teased you and was pranking you. You wanted to kill her. Oh, I understand. You refused to let me go because you wanted to drag me into all of this. If I don't agree, I'll end up just like she did.
There is no death inside Penacony's dreamscape. That's the promise of the family and the blessing of the harmony. Not even a memo keeper can break this barrier. There's no need to take such great pains. If you just want confirmation, I've already told you the answer, Miss Sparkle.
Miss Sparkle! Who are you talking to?
You. Sparkle has disguised herself as another character. Wouldn't that be you, Mr. Sampo?
This? Don't jump to conclusions! If you want to accuse me of being Sparkle, you have to provide the evidence. Oh, I'm afraid evidence is a little too hard to come by. So, deduction will do.
The hint for the final question was a little too obvious.
Oh, you mean the locked room murder? I thought you weren't doing that one.
All the painstaking effort that Miss Sparkle put into it. How could I ever miss it? The key to solving the puzzle lay in two pieces of information put forward by the detectives. First, the large splatter of blood at the crime scene. Second, the victim had been dead for some time. Based on my shallow understanding, I can only draw two conclusions. One is that the murderer did not need to create a locked room case, because a locked room always needs a reason to exist. But, based on the detective's description, this locked room did not delay the discovery of the body. There was no third party at the crime scene to frame, and the blood everywhere didn't look like a faked suicide. That being so, the murderer seems to have no reason for creating a locked room. There is also reason to speculate that if the crime scene was a locked room, then its creator might not necessarily be the murderer. As for my second conclusion, it's even more obvious still. When everyone broke into the scene of the crime, why did the assistant rush off to staunch the blood? A trained professional was somehow happily destroying a crime scene just to save someone who's obviously been dead a while. The answer is simple. It's because the assistant detective is the murderer. At the time, I was in such a hurry that I didn't hear the whole mystery. I tentatively speculated that the murderer had killed the victim the night before, but hadn't locked the door from the inside. And so, when he learned this piece of information, he realized that the victim had created their own locked room mystery. That's why he had to rush to the crime scene as soon as possible, to confirm whether or not the victim left any evidence implicating him. And, judging by his behavior, it probably had something to do with that canvas. Like some final words. Of course, this is just a simple mind game. The answer to the puzzle isn't important. Miss Sparkle just wanted to pass on one hint to me. That the murderer is the assistant detective. Which means it's you, Mr. Sampo. I've been using this term of address, but it was you who first came up with it.
Has anyone ever told you that you're more like a detective than a memo keeper?
In my opinion, there is no difference between the two. Follow ripples along the surface of the water. Use some abilities and tricks to keep diving deeper, and touch that secret deep inside people's hearts. Salvage it, and protect them carefully. The truth does not lie. Neither do memories.
Exquisite reasoning, and very close to the truth. I have another answer. Would you like to hear it?
Another answer?
The great artiste Sparkle locked herself away in her bedroom using red paint to create the semblance of spattered blood everywhere. And that assistant detective who was first on the scene, who confirmed her death, was not the murderer, but rather an accomplice who assisted her
That's what I was thinking.
in faking her own death.
What a pity. Such a pity. My dear, you were so close to the right answer. Unfortunately, the right answer is Miss Sparkle's body. Sparkle was disguised as Sparkle's body. Ding-a-ling! I won!
Does Miss Sparkle's body even count as a real character?
Why not? Miss Sparkle's body appeared in all three of those skits just then.
It's a little bit forced, but it's fine. So, who is this Mr. Sampo then?
Beautiful lady. I already confessed everything to you earlier on. I really didn't know a thing. I just helped a friend send a letter. That's all.
So I've been running a fool's errand this whole time.
My dear, why so serious? Haven't you been having a great time? I have, at least. You take memories, and I get joy. We get what we need from each other. Seeing as we're such kindred spirits, but also such loners. Why don't you come and work with me? Ooh, we can dance ballet together.
Oh? Am I understanding this correctly? A masked fool inviting me to work together.
A show of unprecedented splendor is about to be staged in Penacony. If you're too late to take the stage, you can work behind the scenes. If you want to appreciate this drama, you have to stand up under that spotlight as you take the stage and watch the dancing envelop you. Come with me. This is the best seat in the house.
I don't really understand why you're so fixated on destroying family barriers. But, as I said before, a memo keeper can't help you. It's frankly above my pay grade. Also, I don't consider you a loner. Oh, I don't mean him, but rather behind you. The one who hired you to come to Penacony probably doesn't want you secretly linking up with other forces, right.
How did you know?
Memory is like the deep blue sea. But if you try to catch 2 fish with 1 cast, you might not be satisfied with your catch.
So, you mean you're refusing? Memo Keeper, did you think you could just leave?
Why not?
My dear, I don't want to scare you. You'll know the answer sooner or later. We're just getting to know each other a little today. If you ever change your mind, come find me at the tavern. That is, if you can find me. Let's go, Sampo? Who is Sampo?
This is Bellabog, right?
I said, why not? Don't worry. Such a crude approach violates my statics of memory. So once you leave my sight, you'll be able to remember everything again. And also, I'm sorry, my dear. My dream dance partner? I've already got sights on someone else.
So she wiped out his memory, and confused him, and escaped. So I think this is the end of Black Swan's little quest. We find out that she has like mind control that can make people forget stuff. I'm thinking. Dream within a dream.
Captivating as being in a dream within a dream.
Alright, that's a good stopping point. I'm going to go ahead and put cut in the video. Let me double check something else is streaming right now. It appears that... oh, Lady Khan's on. We'll go ahead and rush raid them. Alright. Have a good week. See you guys next time.